Normally, vehicles are used to take a person from one place to another in lesser time. But with time, vehicles have gotten better, smaller, and faster. As the needs of man increased, now there are automobiles which are smaller than a normal four-seater car that can be much more powerful. These vehicles can take you places in a lower amount of time and also a very fashionable way. Many are designed by innovators themselves. So let's check out the list of smallest vehicles, but with powerful engines. If you think you have seen small cars, you're in for a surprise as these vehicles are just plain amazing. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Number 1. Gen H4. The Gen H4 is a Japanese helicopter under development by Gen Corporation of Nagano. The aircraft is intended to be supplied as a kit for amateur construction. It is the first-person, one-person helicopter. The H4 was designed to comply with the United States FAR 103 ultralight vehicles rules, including the category maximum empty weight of 115 kilograms. The aircraft has a standard empty weight of 70 kilograms. It features 2 contra-rotating main rotors, a single-seat open cockpit without a windshield, 4-wheeled landing gear, and 4 twin-cylinder air-cooled 2-stroke 10-horse Gen 125F engines to provide operational redundancy since the aircraft cannot auto-rotate in the event of a power failure. The main rotors are both of fixed-pitch design with no articulation in any axis. The whole thing looks something out of a cartoon, but the concept is really just very interesting. This thing can cost up to $500,000. Number 2. Cree. Cree is the smallest twin-engine manned aircraft in the world, designed in the early 1970s by French aeronautical engineer Michael Colombin. The name Cree comes from the nickname of Christine, one of Colombin's daughters. It is also the sound made by a cricket, which is also the reason it is also called Cricket Cree. The machine is really small, but has a powerful engine, enough to take a single person to high up in the air. The Cree features a cantilever low wing, a single-seat enclosed cockpit under a bubble canopy, fixed tricycle landing gear, and twin engines. The aircraft is made from aluminum sheet glued to Clegg-Sill foam. The aircraft is also capable of aerobatics within the limitations of twin aircraft engine. There are many variants of the Cree. As with any home-built aircraft, the existing Cree planes have often been modified by their builders, departing from the original design to a varying degree, resulting in varying performance. Most versions can climb with one engine and operative. It is very high-performing, but low-key device, which many don't know about, but is amazing. Number 3. Jeremy's P45. The P45 is a hybrid vehicle designed and built and tested by Jeremy Clarkson and was featured in the first episode of Top Gear's 19th series. The P45 is designed to be smaller than the Peel P50, which is the world's smallest car, which Jeremy had previously driven in Series 12 of Top Gear. Jeremy tested the P45 on a trip to London from the Top Gear studio, his trip culminating in a visit to the Dragon's Den, where he pitched his car to the panel. They unanimously agreed that it was a rubbish car. The P45 suffers from an uncomfortable ride and may cause head injuries to its operators due to the lack of proper head restraints. But it really is a powerful vehicle, and it might actually be the smallest vehicle we have ever seen. It is small enough to fit in an elevator. Number 4. The Honda Moto Campo. The Honda Moto Campo is a folding scooter sold by Honda in 1981 to 1983. Released in red, yellow, and white variants, the Moto Campo was introduced as a trunk bike to fit inside a subcompact car like the Honda Today and the new Honda City. The City's baggage compartment was actually developed around the Moto Campo. The handlebars, seat, and foot pegs fold into the scooter's rectangular plastic body to present a clean, box-shaped package. It is the smallest scooter ever built by Honda. The company's initial monthly sales projection for the domestic market was 8,000 City and 10,000 Moto Campo. The City surpassed its targets, but in only 53,369 Moto Campos were sold by the end of production in 1983. The Moto Campo maintains a cult status among compact bike enthusiasts for its unique design, the stylized logo, and the highly customizable potential. Bike meetups devoted to the Moto Campo continue to engage with fans both young and old alike as a passionate community bonded by their enthusiasm for the retro vehicle. The Moto Campo is probably best known as the bike used by Natsumi Sugimoto on your Under Arrest. Number 5. The Plymouth Superbird. The Plymouth Superbird is a muscle car royalty. When it came out back in 1970 with its aerodynamic nose cone, ridiculous spoiler, and a horn that made the same sound like the famous Roadrunner cartoon, it stunned the motoring community. There is a version of it which was completely handmade and also one of the smallest cars in the world. We don't even know how anyone fits in it, but yes, it does the world. Legend says the whole reason the car was built was to motivate Richard Petty to race for Plymouth again, and it worked. This heavily modified version of the Plymouth Roadrunner only lived for one model year, and only 308 of them were produced. This race car for the street has since gained notoriety for its rarity, performance, and outlandish aesthetic that only could have been pulled off by Mopar in the muscle car era. This car can cost up to $200,000, but they are mostly sold at auctions. Number 6. Mini Jeep. Talk about being an automobile builder who never went to school. This is what happens when an obsession over something can make you achieve things you never thought you would. Meet Bawar Singh, who built this mini Jeep all by himself. He spent 2 years so perfecting the design. It is not just as powerful as a Jeep, it also is one of the smallest cars we have seen. It can help move people around, especially disabled people, for whom Bawar made this beast for. The Jeep has enough power to run smoothly even with 5 people sitting inside it. It is not the only Jeep that is that small, as there are other small Jeeps in the world that are used for other purposes. Some use it for daily life, going to work no matter how weird the car looked on the road, and some just use it to have fun. Nevertheless, it is an awesome and powerful vehicle. Number 7. FLS Micro Jet. Just like the Cree, the FLS is an aircraft that was first made in the 1970s. The FLS is also called BD-5 Micro. It was created in the late 1960s by U.S. aircraft designer Jim Beatty. It looks like a NASA space shuttle, and considering it was made in the 1970s, so that's pretty impressive how they could come up with such a cool design. It is the world's smallest jet, and the best part about it is that it very quickly earned the reputation of James Bond's jet. It may be small, but FLS is very powerful as it can reach a speed up to 320 miles per hour and weighs only 416 pounds. The whole thing is powered by a quantum turbine engine, which makes the jet go so fast. Number 8. Mini Kenworth Truck. Mini Kenworth Truck has to be one of the most unique and interesting vehicles out there. It has a really good metal body shape and a long trolley, just like a truck. The trolley isn't just to show there. You can load a lot of things in that trolley and move stuff around. Yes, not just around the house. You can also take the metal truck to the road, as it is powerful enough to be driven on the normal roads. But do make sure you have a truck license, as it is actually a truck that does not fall in the normal car category, no matter how small the truck actually is. The truck has a lot of wheels, and there is a space for 2 people in front. Number 9. Mini School Bus. We all know that kids neither like schools and nor buses that take them to schools. We have been there too, so we can't lie. To solve that problem, the dad came up with an idea to make school buses cool, small, remote, and for just one individual. Yes, this school bus is the smallest school bus we have ever seen, and the best part is it actually works just like a bus. There's no roof, so the children sit inside like kings as they look the coolest in school, riding a roofless school bus. This may be an innovation solution to increase the attendance of kids in schools. We are sure kids would be very happy with this, so try making a mini bus next time your kid refuses to go to school or use the school bus. Number 10. Mosquito XE. The Mosquito Aviation XE is a single-seat home-built helicopter. The XE is a development of the Mosquito Air with a cockpit fairing and a more sophisticated exhaust system, plus a rotor diameter increased by 40 centimeters to support the higher gross weight. The aircraft was designed to comply with the U.S. experimental amateur-built and European microlight air flight rules. It features a single main rotor and tail rotor, a single-seat enclosed cockpit with a windshield, skid landing gear, and a 2-cylinder air-cooled 2-stroke 64-horsepower MZ202 engine, which is pretty powerful. No pilot's license is required in the USA when it comes to the Mosquito XEL, but you need a private fixed-wing license to fly the Mosquito XE. In Canada, a private helicopter license is required for the Mosquito, so if you ever on buying the thing, do check if it is legal to fly the helicopter without a pilot's license. That is our list of 10 smallest vehicles with powerful engines. Which one is your favorite, and which one would you like to try yourself? Tell us in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.